It was just another night of grit and grind.
Rebound to the floor. Tony Allen has it, goes right to the goal. Contact. Grizzlies miss. Point blank range. Straits banks it in and is fouled.
Heart, desire, and hustle were all on full display Wednesday night as the Grizzlies rallied for a hard-fought win in New Jersey.
6 to shoot. Tony Allen, it's a three. Hits through! Tony Allen from downtown!
Tonight they tip off a weekend doubleheader at FedEx Forum. The Grizzlies go for 3 in a row next on Sports South.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA from fabulous FedEx Forum on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. The Memphis Grizzlies entertain the Denver Nuggets. It is a big game. Why? Well, Memphis is 8th in the West at 16 and 14. Denver is 7th at 17 and 13. And a win for the Grizzlies tonight would ensure a tiebreaker victory, as these teams will only play 3 times this season. The Grizzlies have already won once. That was back on January the 31st in overtime. Denver has struggled. They have lost 6 of their last 8. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have won 4 of their last 5. Friday night, we welcome you into FedEx Forum. Glad you're here. Pete Pranica, Sean Tuohy on hand. Well, we always like to talk about point guards. Mike Conley is having a fabulous, fabulous year. 10 assists, no turnovers against the Nets.
Well, that probably won't happen again because that's how amazing that game was, especially as wide open as it was. Because it wasn't like people weren't playing defense. We won the game on defense. So, I mean, it wasn't just everybody went out there and played offense. So for Mike to play that well and not have a turnover is pretty amazing. And it, you know, a lot of times people don't make turnovers because they're not trying to make.
On the road, and that losing skid started with the overtime loss here in Memphis on January 31st.
Yeah, they were a great, not a good, they were a great road team till we got a hold of them. And I don't know how we won that game. They beat us in every category. I think they even scored more points than us. We had to have had degree of difficulty or style points because when you just look at the stats alone, we didn't win. But that's kind of who we are right now. You know, we tease that we're grit and grind, and that game was a prime example because we did nothing great. But, man, we just kept coming after them. We got 3 guys reffing us tonight.
They are assigned by the NBA. Bill
Nice.
Kennedy in his 14th season, 3 finals games to his credit. Mark Lindsay is in his 5th. Rodney Mott is in his 15th NBA season. Born in New Albany, Indiana, went to college at San Diego State. Bill Kennedy tosses, and we are underway. Glad you're with us on Sports South. Grizzlies back in their familiar white uniforms after wearing the green and yellow Tams duds on Wednesday night in New Jersey. Grizzlies winning 105-100, a game of runs. Spates works high-low, touch pass. Oh, what a pretty play! The touch pass by Gasol, and Rudy finishes it off.
Well, it's getting into the paint. You know, Mark may end up playing a point post, if you want to know, tonight, because we'll try to go through him every single possession. It's an advantage, and what a great pass that was.
Nene will not play, strained calf. Danilo Gallinari will not play, sprained ankle, and Spates with a trip, and Tony Allen holds his ankle.
Well, we talked about the paint, how important it was going to be, how it's our advantage. You don't have to score to make it your advantage. What a great pass. Look how much space Rudy covered. I'd have led the conference in assists if I had a guy like Rudy.
You did lead
that's
the
right.
Yes, you did.
Been a long time.
You did.
It's been
Actually,
a
that last
long,
foul
long
was
time.
Tony Allen on the trip, and
got kicked.
And Harrington will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Which is good news, bad news. The bad news is it hurts like heck. Good news is it doesn't last long. He'll be okay. Al Harrington starting tonight. Well, the bench for Denver has been so good, partly because of this guy right here. So what's going to happen when they go to the bench without Al Harrington? All of a sudden, I think the Grizzlies bench may become a leader in this game as opposed to Denver's bench, which usually rules every game.
Harrington got the tip rebound, back to Aflalo.
Aflalo tests the middle, got hit, and he will go to the free throw line. And the Grizzlies with 2 fouls in the first 51 seconds of this one. Now, Kenneth Fareed, the rookie out of Morehead State, had started against Dallas, played 21 minutes. But they go for the more experienced Al Harrington, and Tony Allen has picked up 2 fouls, so an early call for O.J. Mayo.
Yeah, take a good look at Tony right there. You won't see him, Pete. I'm going to say 9 minutes to go in the second quarter will be the next time we see Tony. Now, we'll see him because every time we score, he runs in front of us.
Waves the towel.
He waves the towel, and he'll go cheer at timeout. You know, you'll see Tony, but he won't be playing for a while. That's a shame. 2 really, easy fouls, not much damage in either of them. And it was caused by not screening out on the free throw line.
Yeah. Well, O.J. Mayo was the hero of the last meeting between these two teams. Had 14 of his 18 in fourth quarter and overtime, and had the key three-point make. Rudy on the post up against Corey Brewer, faces him up. Step back gun by Rudy, too strong. Spates keeps it alive. Another offensive rebound. Pocket pass to Gasol. Well, Spates over the last 5. There's a lob handed to Kufus and taken away by O.J. Mayo. Mayo down the middle, a scoop and a score for O.J. Mayo, turning the Nuggets over and converting on the other end.
O.J. lost 5 years with that haircut. I don't think I'm going to go get that one. Doesn't he look like he's back at USC?
Yeah. Looks
nice.
faster.
Yeah, it does look streamlined. Very nice. Good job by Mark hustling back and getting that deflection.
OJ's aerodynamic. Harrington goes to the scoop, misses. Spates another rebound. Boy, Spates has been so good, averaging 5 offensive rebounds over the last 5 games. Gasol got knocked down. Conley underneath. Pass deflected. Aflalo on the pickup. Here come the Nuggets. Best in the league at fast break scoring. And a foul called on O.J. Mayo.
Well, we talked in our Grizzlies Live pregame show and also in our road show BMW. What's going to help us tonight is rebounding. This is what happens on the offensive end, rebounding. Well, the other end, this is what starts it with the fast break. Good finish by O.J. A lot of good things happen when you own the paint. The perfect analogy is if you own the offensive line and defensive line, well, then the coach can call whatever he wants. And all of a sudden, you got confidence in everything you do. So tonight, if the Grizzlies can do like we want, which is control the paint, and it's not that we're man beaters, Pete. We've got a situation where Nene's out. I mean, he controls the paint when he's in. Well, he's gone. Well, now it should be ours.
Denver leads the league in paint scoring. They're also tops in free throw attempts, and they have already got 6. They've made 4. Mayo with that last foul. Gasol underneath got bumped, and he gets an and one opportunity. Foul on Al Harrington.
Well, Al Harrington's playing a 4 spot. He's been playing the 3 spot all year. He can play the 4, but he's not used to it. And then Kufus is inside. Well, you've got a situation where guys aren't used to helping out. They don't know who's guarding who, and the Grizzlies are taking advantage of it. What a great pass by O.J. O.J.'s going to be big. 2 reasons. One's coming off the bench, and now he's going to have to play. He's going to play 30-something minutes tonight because of the 2 fouls early on Tony Allen. I mean, Tony put in, 50 seconds?
Basically, O.J. Mayo bidding for that offensive rebound. Grizzlies, 4 field goals, all in the paint, 3 of them with assists. Lawson out of North Carolina over Gasol, popped out. Kufus couldn't pack it back down. His former Ohio State teammate Mike Conley on the pickup. Grizzlies lead it by 4. Screen by Rudy. That means Lawson is guarding Rudy Gay. Now Harrington picks him up. In the middle, Spates.
Plenty of time.
Conley slips to double team. Gasol's open. Off the heel. And the rebound of Aflalo in his 5th season out of UCLA, where he participated in 2 Final Fours for the Bruins. Kufus with the spin, left it short. Rebound Spates.
Boy, Spates is playing well. After the game in New Jersey, of course, he's going to have confidence, but I think he's picking it up where he left it.
Gasol against Kufus. Nice pass to Conley.
Well, get the barbecue ready because I found my.
You found your Neely's barbecue dish of the game?
Dish of the game. Somebody take the barbecue out of the grill.
Grizzlies start 5 of 7.
Nice D.
Lawson got to the cup, got around Conley, and there was no help waiting at the front of the rim.
Drives right. He's going to drive right. He can go left, but he drives right. Mike's got to find a way to get him to his left.
Grizzlies 16-14, currently 8th in the West. Nuggets 17-13. They are 7th, and Gasol got mugged. This foul on Brewer, his first. Well, Marc Gasol's averaging about 3 assists a game. He already has 2.
I mean, how about that? That, as SJ would say, that's sick. I thought I kept holding him home from school because he kept talking about sick all the time. Didn't know it was really good.
Not up on the lingo.
Nope.
Rudy underneath.
What is that? Another
Brewer
assist
fell
for Marc
down.
Gasol. Marc Gasol's got 3 assists.
He's got 3 assists, and George Karl has got the slightly bemused, slightly furious, what's going on here look, and the Nuggets call for time. Grizzlies have hit 6 of 8, all 6 buckets in the paint, and 5 of the 6 baskets have an assist credited to them, 3 of them coming from Marc Gasol. Pretty setup, bounce to this game. Tony Allen goes down with 2 fouls. Grizzlies a 6-point lead. Marc Gasol has 3 assists already. We've got to sort this all out, Rob Fisher.
Yeah, hey, how about this? Tomorrow night, we'll sort it out. We got hard hats. The Grizzlies will be giving away these hard hats to the first 5,000 in the building. Now, one guy who knows he needs to bring his hard hat every night has been Mo Spates, and boy, did he ever on Wednesday in New Jersey with 20 points, a career high, 18 boards. He was 10 of 13 from the field. He says, I just have to work hard every night if I'm going to play. And he said that hard work is paying off. Coach Holland said he's working a lot in practice and he's giving effort. He has a talent to contribute. Well, Mo's averaging a double-double the last 5 games, guys. 12 points and 11.5 boards.
He just seems to respond so well to praise and playing well. And he just picks up his game. Kufis with a traveling turnover. Second miscue by Denver. Spates to the spin. Mayo, 4 to shoot. Runner. Too strong. Gasol offensive rebound. Gets it out of trouble. Sets up Rudy for 3. Bango.
That's Marc Gasol's 4th assist. And they better give it to him. I'm running down there. Got a rebound, second chance point. The Grizzlies are doing everything they need to do right now. And the trick is they're causing some turnovers and getting points off of turnovers.
Grizzlies lead the league in forced turnovers and in steals. Harrington on the post up against Mayo. Slices in. Banked it too hard. Rebound to the floor. Grabbed by Spates. Here come the Grizzlies again. Juice will try for 3. It's in! Back-to-back triples by the Grizzlies. They have hit 8 of their first 11 and lead by a dozen. Lawson forced back left into a fadeaway.
It's a tough deal when he's physical. He's not tall. If he starts backing Mike Conley down, well, you have to have a double team somewhere. Somebody's got to come help him.
Gasol sets the screen. Conley. Last touch by Kufis.
Here comes
little no look.
Here comes T.
Timofey Mozgov.
That's what I said. T.
And Andre Miller are in. So Kufis and Brewer are out. So the Nuggets get even smaller with essentially 2 point guards in the lineup. Gasol, foul line jump. It's in. Now Andre Miller, Grizzlies will remember well that he had 20 points and 6 assists coming in off the bench. Now he's going to run the point, and Lawson's going to play the off guard. So Mayo's going to guard Miller, and Conley on Lawson. Conley second in the league in steals, got a deflection. Lawson nowhere to go. Aflalo. Mozgov rolls it in.
Well, what Denver's done now is bring some beef in. That's backcourt. Yep. Yeah. He had possession. It's a good call.
So the Grizzlies have it on the 3rd Denver turnover.
If it's a deflection, you're okay. But what happened was Harrington actually had the ball to make the pass, and this George, who has Bradley been kind of chipper this year. Well, he's sitting there going, okay, I want people healthy, and I want them now.
Mozgov missed the last 7 games with a sprained ankle. Rudy, double team. Conley will try from 3. Bang! Well, the Grizzlies on the season, 32% from 3. Right now, they are 3 for 3 And the Denver Nuggets, who love to shoot the three, haven't even tried one yet. 23-10 Grizz.
Oh, what a catch.
Conley with the steal. 3-on-2. Odd man rush. Conley takes middle. Finds space for the right-handed hammer. Oh, that is pretty basketball by the Grizzlies, who lead it by 15. Lawson. Blocked by Gasol. Kept in play. No-look pass. Conley, another three. That one long. Rebound, Andre Miller. Harrington wheels. And a foul called. Harrington will go back to the free throw line.
Here's what you want to do. When someone goes backdoor, you want to deflect the ball. Unless you're Mike Conley, who's got crazy talent, you just catch it. I've never seen that done before. That was, I'm telling you, folks, it may not be the highlight of the year on some TV station or not, but you won't see that 3 times in your life. When a guy goes backdoor, you're hoping just to deflect it. Mike Conley turns around and catches it.
Harrington good from the free throw line. Mike averaging just under 2.4 steals per game. That's a career high, second in the NBA behind Ricky Rubio on a franchise high number. Dante Cunningham gets his first action, and Tony Allen, who picked up 2 fouls in the first 51 seconds, returns. Harrington 1 of 2. Nuggets 73.5% from the line on the season, 62.5% tonight, and the Grizzlies the edge on the glass, and that was one of the keys to the game. Andre Miller crowding O.J. Mayo. Shot clock down to 5. Lob for Mayo from Conley.
Well, Andre Miller was trying to go over every pick because O.J.'s shooting the ball so well, and O.J. slipped the screen away from the screen. What a great pass by Mike Conley. Mike Conley's on all cylinders right now.
17-5 the run. Nuggets were blown out in Dallas, never led in that one. Oh, Tony Allen nearly had a steal. Afflalo with a long 2. Gasol cleans up the rebound, took it away from Mozgov. Never really had a shot against Dallas, shot just 36%. They were down 10 after 1 quarter. And again, they are without their leading scorer in Gallinari. Mayo, a step back 3. Bango again!
And that's why Andre Miller was trying to go over screens. Well, this is fun.
You think? Juice had been 29% from 3 over the last 10 games. He has gone 2 for 2 from downtown. And with guns blazing, O.J. Mayo has the Grizzlies up 30-11 with 3:19 remaining in the quarter. Threes, nor do they make a high percentage of threes. Forget the record book. Forget the stat sheet. It's a new day for the Grizzlies. 4 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Well, what it's done, I think, is that Denver's so worried about the paint, they're going under all the screens trying to help out on Marc Gasol. Marc has stepped out and kind of played a point guard. He's got 5 assists. Mike Conley's got 4 assists. I mean, we've got 10, 11, 12 assists on 13 baskets. That's almost perfection.
Yeah, and ironically, Denver is 3rd in the league in the percentage of baskets with an assist at just under 61%. Mozgov with a miss. Rebound cradled by Mr. Tony Allen. Kenneth Farid is on the floor for the first time tonight, along with Rudy Fernandez, former Portland Trailblazer.
Now, that's what usually happens on a backdoor. I mean,
It's a deflection, yeah.
Most common, normal people. Mike Conley just turned and just grabbed it. I'm still trying to figure out how he did it because there's no way you could see it. That's just absolute talent. Now, the Grizzlies have to not let this timeout break their momentum.
9 on the shot clock.
It's going up.
Mayo for 3. Ball to the floor. Mozgov on the pickup. Fernandez. Andre Miller. Tony Allen guarding Fernandez. Miller the spin. Sees a double team. Nowhere to go. Good closeout by Cunningham. Fernandez throws up a prayer of a 3.
That's a bad possession. Good defense that time by Tony. Glad he's back in. Boy, coach went to him early.
No look. Conley. The other thing, though, you can't fall in love with the three either, because the Grizzlies, everything has either been a three or it's been in the paint.
Yeah, we got to go back to the paint.
Miller, good.
He's not a lot of fun to guard. He's not a lot of fun to watch. But everywhere he's gone in this league, and he's gone a lot of places, everywhere he's gone, he's played well. He's got a game that can play for any team.
Was a high school quarterback in Los Angeles. One of the best players in the city, Dante Cunningham. No. Rebound. Tony Allen took it away from Aflalo. Blocked by Aflalo. TA. Mr. Grit and Grind. Now, Tony's not going to give the ball back to the official because he's been penalized times for picking it up and throwing it back. And Rudy Gay had the most unusual delay of game call I've ever seen. Tony laid it in. Rudy grabbed the ball out of the net and then dunked it in New Jersey. Miller with a leaner. Bank not open. Fareed lost it. Last touch by the Grizzlies, says Rodney Mott.
Well, this is what Tony does. Scares me with 2 fouls, but he doesn't know how to play, with fouls. He just plays the same way. He goes back and gets it. It's kind of a Zebo possession there. He got every stat. He got a rebound, an assist, almost a turnover, a bucket. He just filled up an entire column.
A T-bound. 64 seconds remain. Miller works baseline. Now Aflalo.
See, Aflalo's a scorer, Pete, not a shooter. You got to keep him away from the basket. He's so athletic. He can get his shot off in any angle, any place. So when he gets to the paint, that's really where he does a lot of his damage.
He was held to 3 against Dallas after averaging 23 in the 3 previous. Gasol against Mozgov. 5 to shoot. Mark squares him up and drops it in. And you have to figure that Mozgov's mobility has to be limited. I know that he was 7 games on the bench with the ankle, but the first game back, you have to figure there's going to be some rust. Aflalo, a catch-and-shoot 3, spooned it out. Fareed, just a tremendous collegiate rebounder. And after Gasol grabs the rebound, a foul call. Mozgov with the foul.
Well, the Grizzlies now basically can use this almost as a timeout. So what Lionel's done, you go, what's he doing? Well, he's going to get Mark out, don't get a cheap foul, get Spates in, but more importantly, let's go offense, get all the defenders out, because it's one possession. We've got the entire clock to work, no shot clock, it's off. Try to get this thing over 20 at the end of the first quarter.
Statistician Rich Robb has pointed out the all-time first quarter lead for the Grizzlies is 21. 19 at the moment. Shot clock is off. So Mayo, Pargo in the backcourt. Spates, Cunningham, and Rudy Gay on the front line. Fernandez crowds OJ. Dances around the double team. The pitch out, Dante Cunningham. Too strong. Fareed, Miller leaking out. And Dante Cunningham got back and forced him to double clutch and could not get the shot off, and accepting congratulations from Mr. Grit and Grind, Tony Allen. What a great defensive play after missing the shot by Dante Cunningham. And the Grizzlies tie the all-time record for a lead after the first quarter, 34-15. Grizzlies by 19.
Of tonight's game is brought to you by Neely's Barbecue.
And the Grizzlies lead it by 19. Just to recap and be factually correct, the highest first quarter margin is 21 in franchise history. So the Grizzlies don't match that. But they do hold the Nuggets to a tie for their least productive offensive quarter this season. Andre Miller trying to post up against Jeremy Pargo, deflected by Rudy Gay, and Dante Cunningham on the pickup. Grizzlies force a 5th turnover. Now the Grizzlies have converted every Denver turnover into points of some form or fashion. It's Gay, Spates, Mayo, Cunningham, and Pargo on the floor. Dante's going to drive it, have it blocked by Fareed. Fernandez on the run out against O.J. Mayo. Good defense by O.J., and Fareed powers it in and is fouled. Kenneth Fareed, a 6'8 rookie out of Morehead State. They call him the Manimal.
He's a big one. He just got every rebound in the college game, and he's gotten a couple here. Big, strong body.
Foul called on Dante Cunningham as we check in with Rob Fisher.
Well, guys, about everything went right in that first quarter. Lionel Hollins telling the team during the timeout, great job executing, great job sharing the ball, great job rebounding. Then he turned it. He said, we can't let up now. We got to continue to do what we're doing out on the floor. He said, they're going to keep pushing the ball. Hey, got to remember, Nuggets led the Grizzlies by 13 in the second half last time they were in town. Grizzlies came back to win that one.
Yeah, Nuggets second highest scoring team in the league at 103.4, but they do give up 100. Spates, the give back to Cunningham.
That's
what
a nice
pretty
give and go.
exchange.
The key, I think, here, guys, is to score buckets. Yeah, that's nice. But how long can we give Marc Gasol a break? And the more we score, the more Marc can stay on the bench. That way we can have him for the stretch run, down the fourth quarter. Plus, we got a bunch of games in some few days.
Andre Miller draws the foul, banks it in. Foul on Pargo. 3-point opportunity for Andre Miller. Meanwhile, Dante Cunningham has made his presence felt in a big way.
Well, the 13th assist for the Grizzlies. Nice job. Maurice throwing it. Good finish by Dante. Dante needed to go in. Had some good looks. This is just crazy. The guy scores. And he's going to fake. He's not going to jump. He's not very athletic. But you really got to stay on your feet and make sure that you don't lean in, because he's going to close that gap. He loves to close the gap. He usually has body contact with the defender at all times. Andre Miller does.
9 of the Nuggets' 20 points coming from their reserves. Pargo trying the crossover. Rudy Gay matched up over the shorter Andre Miller. Misses the shot. Mozgov with the rebound. Mozgov averaging 6 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Started his NBA career with the Knicks, came over in the Carmelo Anthony trade. Fareed with a baseline look, airmailed it.
You want that. Now, he's a rebounder.
He would not be a scorer or a shooter.
Not so much from 15 feet. Look. Ooh.
Mayo got Mozgov in the air. Spates keeping it alive, but Fareed is there. Fernandez, 3-on-2. Brewer bobbled it, but then O.J. Mayo, in the process of trying to steal it, bounced it on the baseline, so the Nuggets keep with 19 to shoot.
Well, the Grizzlies have gone cold here. Getting some good looks, though. There's no complaints. Keep what you're doing. Just knock them in.
Fernandez. You know Denver's going to come back. I mean, an NBA game is so long, and there are so many runs, and if you don't believe that, all you have to do is watch a tape of the game against the Nets. Maurice Spates, his second make of the night.
Confidence is a wonderful thing. It's so hard to get, but when you have it, you can do some good stuff.
Good defense by Dante Cunningham as he relieved Fernandez of the ball. Spates blocking foul. He'll go to the line for a pair. Meanwhile, Fernandez complaining to Bill Kennedy about the defense of the Grizzlies, which has turned the Nuggets over 6 times tonight.
Good pass. Watch this. That's his spot. Turnover 6-2, and then on top of that, it's 10 points. We've had 10 points off of their 6 turnovers. The Grizzlies have had 2 turnovers for only 2 points.
Spates misfires on the free throws as we remind you that single-game tickets for the second half of this season go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Visitors to FedEx Forum include both the Lakers and Clippers. For tickets, call 1-800-4NBA-TIX. Visit Grizzlies.com, the FedEx Forum box office, or any Ticketmaster outlet. Spates averaging a double-double over the last 5, 12 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 5 offensive rebounds a game. Splits the pair to make it 39-22. Ty Lawson has returned. Harrington, Lawson, Miller, Fareed, and Rudy Fernandez for the Nuggets, who have lost 6 of their last 8. Shot clock down to 6. Andre Miller throws up another prayer. Fareed offensive rebound and a stick back. Hard to believe he's only played 10 games, but then again, when you've got Gallinari and Nene, minutes are in short supply. Mike Conley has returned for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies are going to call a full timeout. Lionel Hollins wants to regroup a little bit. 19-point lead now at 15. 39-24, early second quarter at FedEx Forum. The central figure in the comeback and overtime win back on January the 31st. Had 18 points, made 3 of 6 from downtown. Numbers are trending that way again. 10 points, 2 or 3 from beyond the arc.
Well, and O.J. got an early call tonight because Tony Allen got 2 quick fouls, and seemed to be ready. A lot of times, you know, he wasn't really scheduled to come in for probably another 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Well, he got called early. Obviously, it doesn't take long for the batteries to get going. What a good start by Juice.
Lionel Hollins brings Mark Gasol back in the ball game. He'll be guarded by Al Harrington. So Mark has a decent size advantage as Harrington is 6'9". Mark is 7'1". See if the Grizzlies go back to pounding the paint. High-low with Gasol. Tough catch. Had it ripped away.
Well, Fareed's the one who's actually come in and given Denver energy and life.
He had 12 points and 3 rebounds Wednesday against the Mavericks. Andre Miller knocked out by the Grizzlies.
That is one knock on Andre Miller. He tends to occupy the basketball, maybe a dribble or two too much. And sometimes you find yourself standing. So it's a good angle to see what Denver does when he has the ball, if they're still moving or not.
Fernandez from outside. Rudy Fernandez played in the ACB, the Spanish League, from 2001 to 2008. 9-3 run by the Nuggets. Rudy got his own miss against Fareed, back up in traffic, and got that one to fall.
Big shot. I don't know how he got it off. Fareed's causing problems. I'm just telling you, he's out there. I'm ready for him to get tired. He doesn't play a lot of minutes. He should be winding down here pretty soon. I want him back on the bench.
Now the Birdman, Chris Anderson, heads to the scorer's table. Shot clock down to 8. Miller being tracked by Gay. Fareed with the reverse. Fareed in the modern era, which is defined as 1973 or later, more rebounds than anybody, even Tim Duncan. Rudy, quick spin move to the rack. Doesn't get it to fall, but will go to the line. I mean, Andre Miller may be crafty and talented and all that, but he can't check Rudy Gay.
Watch this other play, though. Watch the double pump here. He holds it, takes it up and goes right. How he gets this shot off is, look at that. First of all, he got fouled. He's not real happy, but he went to the glass. The key, Pete, is he never quit on the shot.
Grizzlies just 1 of 4 from the free throw line.
Well, this is a good sign.
Chris Anderson is in. Fareed is out. Anderson in his 10th season out of Blinn Junior College in Texas, averaging 5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Spates will come in for Cunningham, so the Grizzlies add a little height and bulk.
Yeah, I think Lionel liked the way Mark and Spates played in the first quarter. He wanted to get back to those guys to see if they can keep it going, because Mark was helping out a lot and Spates was getting all the rebounds. They really were working well together.
Miller, spin move against Mayo.
Say, maybe a dribble or two too many, maybe 6 dribbles too many.
Gasol had the rebound, and it was a foul on Al Harrington, as well there should have been. I don't know why he's complaining. It was a pretty easy call. But you're right, and if there's ever been a knock on Andre Miller, it is that he occupies the ball so much that the other 4 guys can be reduced to spectators. Foul on Harrington is his second, third team foul on the Nuggets. Grizzlies have 2 team fouls with 6:48 remaining in the first half. Gasol already with 5 assists. Rudy finds Tony Allen, who went to the reverse. And last touch by Denver, says Rodney Mott. Shot clock at 6. So the Grizzlies have their full starting 5 on the floor.
Short clock. Mike Conley should be telling everybody right now how short the clock is. Don't assume everybody knows it.
Gasol was wide open. Conley, a step back over Lawson. Put it in. Gasol had the open look. Gave way to Conley. Mike has 7. Fernandez with a head of steam. Finds Anderson, who blows the bunny. Gasol cleans up the mess. And then Anderson diving for the steal. Gasol gets it to Conley. Rudy lines up a 3. And a running start for Ty Lawson. Andre Miller.
That's a good shot. Denver's got some fast break going. The Grizzlies dominated it with 8 fast break points. Now Denver's come back with 6.
Denver leads the league in fast break scoring at 21 a game. And Chris Anderson made it happen with a little bit of hustle. Got the Grizzlies into a bit of a scramble situation. Tony Allen on the baseline. Birdman swatted it. Tony Allen kept it in play. Gasol misses. Spates tried to tip it.
Catch it.
I think he saw the shot clock about to expire, but Mark's shot was headed toward the rim anyway. Anderson lost the ball. Tony took it away. Says it's mine. Then threw it right to Rudy Fernandez. Under threw it. 3-on-1. Lob. And Tony Allen broke it up. There will be no easy baskets tonight if Tony Allen has anything to say about it. Timeout on the floor. Nuggets have it. Grizzlies have a 14-point lead. Mike Conley with 10 at 44-30. All of the scoring from Denver in this quarter has come from their bench. Well, fans, the most affordable way for the entire family to take in the Grizzlies is with Kroger Family Games. You get 4 tickets plus a $20 Kroger gift card for as little as $48 in Terrace 3 and $96 in Terrace 2. The next Kroger Family Game is tomorrow night. The Grizzlies hosting the Golden State Warriors. And as part of the Kroger Cares program, a portion of tomorrow's proceeds will benefit the Boys and Girls Club of Memphis. For tickets, 901-888-HOOP or log on to Grizzlies.com. Grizzlies only 4 paint points here in the second quarter, shooting just 4 of 13 for 31%.
I'm going to tell you, Lionel, that's exactly what he said. Let's go back inside. I don't mind if you shoot it, but let's touch it inside first.
Harrington comes to set the screen. Andre Miller off balance. Anderson put back. So from 19 down, the Nuggets are within 12 at 44-32. Their bench with 21 of their 32 points. Rudy, yes.
Well, he looked up, Andre Miller had him, so he went to the spot that he wanted. You could see him go 3-2-1, kind of counting it off like a dance step. He got to the spot he wanted, just jumped up and shot it.
Rudy with a game-high 20 and 3 rebounds. Lawson, lob, Anderson misses. Good defense again by Tony Allen on the entry pass. Gasol against Harrington, single coverage. Now the double. Rudy, no-look pass. Conley for 3. Around and off. Rudy misses the dunk. Ball to the floor. Out of bounds to the Grizzlies. And there's Andre Miller in the middle of everything along with Rudy Gay.
Well, Rudy had a nice look at it. And then watch how Andre Miller gets his hand in the middle of this. See, just basically rips Rudy's hand away. It's kind of a guard trick.
Andre Miller out of the ball game. Aflalo returns.
Again, I like that because I thought Andre Miller was giving us problems. 7 points.
Rudy, the dump down. Tony Allen threw it to nobody. Maybe expecting Spates. Aflalo. Got it. Yep. Mike Conley, great anticipation, kept it in play. That's why he's second in the league in steals, folks. His second of the night, make it his third. Spates actually the block. Tony Allen, the pitch out, not a clean catch by Rudy. Got by Lawson, trying to bring it to Spates, out of bounds.
Well, watch Mike, the ground he covers. Well, look at all that ground. Look at that. Then how he doesn't step out of bounds. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, from our angle, it looked like he was going to have his momentum carry him out of bounds. Conley tried to take the charge. Lawson dishes. Aflalo for 3.
Boy, Lawson's a brick. I mean, he is just one solid brick. Mike's tired. He asked out. But I agree with Coach. He's telling the ref, he said, look, I don't care where you stand. A guy runs over you, runs over you.
8 for Aflalo. First three-point make for the Nuggets tonight. They average 6.5 threes made per game. Lob for Rudy. That'll be 6 assists for Gasol. Triple doubles in play, I'm telling you. Harrington. And a blocking foul, the call. Rudy Gay with a game-high 14, the last bucket on the 6th Marc Gasol assist. Mark over the top. You can't. Grizzlies by 15, and your leading assist maker tonight is none other than the tank, Marc Gasol. 6 dimes tonight, and we're going to put together a combo platter for our Neely's Barbecue dish of the game. There have been so many good looks from Gasol. So what is this, number 2? Number 3 with a side of slaw.
Yep. Mark's playing well. Normally when you have 6 assists, 6 rebounds, there's no points involved. I think you're right, Pete. He's got a triple-double in his sights because he already has 8 points. Good job by Rudy coming out second quarter. Again, we're getting good shots. We're not shooting that well. We're down 10 percentage points from the first quarter. But it's not a sign of sloppy or poor play. Our turnovers are, 6. You can take that. That's not bad. So it shows that we're doing the right stuff. We got to start making baskets.
Yeah, you're not going to shoot 62.5% for a game. It's been done, but it's not something you can expect to do. Grizzlies have never trailed in this one. They have led by as many as 19. Jeremy Pargo comes in. Backdoor. Tony Allen gets in the foul.
Yeah, Tony,
and another assist for Gasol.
He needed something good to happen because he's had 2 drives where he didn't complete them, and they were turnovers.
Much love.
Yeah, much love on this one to Marc Gasol. That's assist number 7.
Well, Gasol with 7 assists. Grizzlies with 16 as a team, and we will set up our assist man, Rob Fisher.
Well, guys, the Grizzlies assisted on 12 of their first 13 baskets, 16 already on the night. Mike Conley has said, hey, when we move the ball, once everybody sees it, it gets real contagious. When you have a team that's willing to be selfless like that, then you have a real hard team to guard because you got a bunch of guys making plays for one another. Nuggets have run into that problem tonight.
Grizzlies average 18.5, and Fernandez has hit 3 of 5. He's averaging 9.5 a game, had 14 Wednesday against Dallas. He's also missed games, 3 games with an Achilles strain. Denver has been beset by injuries. Without their leading scorer tonight, Danilo Gallinari. 7 to shoot and a defensive 3-second call against the Denver Nuggets. With our sideline reporter Rob Fisher and Sean Toohey, I'm Pete Pranica. Grizzlies and Nuggets from FedEx Forum. Second meeting between these two teams. Grizzlies have never trailed in this one. And off the defensive 3-second technical, O.J. Mayo to the line. Trying to build on a 10-point night.
That was bad from the get-go, and Juice has been just stroking it.
One of the storylines early for the Grizzlies, Mayo got an early call because Tony Allen had 2 fouls in the first 51 seconds of the game. Responded with 10 first-quarter points.
Tony made it all the way through. He'll make it to halftime with 2 fouls. He's still got 10 minutes. That's not too far off of what he normally would have gotten. So good job by Tony Allen.
Mayo off the curl. Yes. Fareed comes on the floor for the Nuggets. He's out there with Brewer, Aflalo, Lawson, and the Birdman. Grizzlies with Gay, Spates, Gasol, Mayo, and Jeremy Pargo. Pitch out, Aflalo, another 3. That a miss. Pargo surveys the scene.
Yeah, go work through Mark. Let him be our point man.
Felt the contact, got the spin, and off balance banks it home. Gasol in double figures with 10. 10 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds for the Grizzlies All-Star. And the lead back up to 18. Final minute of the first half. Lawson, nowhere to go. Aflalo. UCLA and USC matching up. Shot clock down to 3. Aflalo, a line drive 3, boarded by Rudy. Mayo spots up for 3. Bingo!
Holstered him. Yes, he did. He put him in the holster.
And the Grizzlies have their largest lead of the night. Lawson off balance.
He's a good player. Pretty good defense by Pargo. He kept the ball in front. Lawson's a good player. He's averaging double digits here in the last couple games, and he knows there's more shots to take because guys being out.
Lawson averaging 15.3, second on the team. About 7 different shot clock to game clock. Mayo has had the hot hand, shot clock down to 2. Off the bounce, double clutches off the window, never got to the rim. So a shot clock violation. And Denver will have 6 of 7.1, says Mark Lindsay. And Rudy Fernandez will come in. Fernandez is 3 of 5 and a gifted three-point shooter at 33%. Dante Cunningham will come in as a defensive replacement for the Grizzlies. He'll get Maurice Spates.
Well, Denver,
and Spates also has 2 fouls.
Yeah, and Denver went small, so that's no problem.
And is George Karl going to make one more substitution?
If they don't, they're playing
Brewer
with 6. And
that 3-3 zone's a killer.
let me tell you, the 2-1-3 is the one that's tough.
Here's Corey Brewer. Fernandez to throw in. Grizzlies do have a foul to give, and Pargo takes it with 5.3. Grizzlies with 34 paint points, 13 in transition. And meanwhile, the top transition team in the league, the Denver Nuggets, held to just 6 fast break points. They averaged 21. Lawson against Pargo, and Pargo called for a blocking foul that will put Lawson at the line where he is 79%. That's 3 on Jeremy. And Bill Kennedy just told Lionel Hollins, too much contact. And Bill Kennedy says, Lionel, you made your point.
And that's a good call by Bill Kennedy. Whether Lionel was right or right, I listened to it. I don't think I'm going to listen anymore. Grizzlies have a 20 to lose if they want to use it.
Lawson, 2 free throw makes, and there's the 22nd timeout. 60-43. So after the Grizzlies go up 21, Denver responds, and it gives us an opportunity to invite you to buy your tickets for the 54th running of the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Tickets are on sale now at Daytona500.com. Buy them today for your chance to win the ultimate Daytona 500 experience. Well, the Grizzlies, a favorable schedule to the end of the month. They have Golden State coming in here tomorrow night. They will finish up the pre-break schedule with a matchup at Houston on Monday night and back home for Philadelphia on Tuesday night. And in case you're checking the standings already, the Grizzlies are 8th in the West. Nuggets are 7th. They are separated by a game, so a win by the Grizzlies tonight would tie them with Denver record-wise, but would actually leapfrog them because the Grizzlies will have clinched the season series. These teams only play 3 times this season. Rudy Gay against Aflalo. Jeremy Pargo. And that'll do it for the first half. Grizzlies shoot 54% in the first half, led by as many as 21. Marc Gasol, the man of the match to date. Triple-double very much in play with him. Double-figure scoring, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Grizzlies with perhaps their sharpest quarter of the year as they led 34-15 after 1 quarter. Nuggets, shorthanded, battled back, but it's the Grizzlies.
Good luck second half. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Well, one of the keys that you had, Sean, in the Roadshow BMW keys to the game, the paint. Grizzlies plus 10 in the paint. Guard the arc, and Denver has missed 4 of their 5 threes.
Yeah, and I felt we'd shoot 48%. I didn't know we'd shoot 54% because we're getting good shots. And I think we're getting good shots, Pete, because look at the rebound difference. I really thought tonight we would be plus 10, and that's exactly where we are right now, plus 11. And that's
not after a half.
Well, we just got to keep going, though. The key is not to relax and read our press clippings at halftime.
Lawson, defensive 3-second call.
No. Oh, I thought it was offensive. Good
Marc
call,
Gasol
Pete.
called for that.
I thought Mark was going to help out, but what happened, Lawson stopped, so he didn't get that connection of an arm's distance.
Well, a change for Denver at the top of the third quarter. Kufas, who started the ball game, does not start the third quarter. And instead, Timofey Mozgov, who is coming back after a 7-game absence with a sprained ankle, who normally would be in the starting lineup anyway, is going to start the second half.
Yeah, Fareed's the guy that played well for him, though.
Lawson cranks up a triple. Spates with a rebound.
Boy, Maurice is playing well, isn't he? I wonder why we call him Mo. He doesn't have an O in his name.
Because Ma doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right, does it?
2 R's, 2 E's.
An A or a couple here and there.
But he can play.
He can.
Tony Allen got Mozgov in the air and then just dribbled it out of bounds. Now, you talk about the comeback trail. Denver at Philly, at Washington, and at New York. 3 successive games. They were down by double digits, and they came back to win all 3 of those games. Al Harrington off the bottom of the rim.
Al Harrington wants to play 20 feet from the basket. He doesn't like this, confined space because he can use his big size against little guys. He doesn't like being the smaller guy in the paint.
He's a 35% three-point shooter. Brewer with a knockaway. Conley's back. Lawson challenged by Rudy Gay and turned aside.
Rudy got one in New Jersey the same way.
And now down the middle of the floor finds Spates for the right-handed hammer.
Well, and Rudy got the assist. He got the block and the assist. That's a great, great job by Rudy.
As our good friend Dr. Jack Ramsey would say, it's a stat stuffer. Brewer blocked again by Rudy Gay. Rudy on a run out. 1-on-2, drop feed, and Tony Allen finishes it up. Grizzlies hitting on all cylinders, and George Karl says, this is not working. Grizzlies back to their largest lead of the night at 21-64. An easy one in my house. That's the first block, and then times Corey Brewer, and gets his second block of the first half. And that results in easy baskets. Your Coors Light Freeze Cam tonight. Tony Allen trying to step through and get a steal from Corey Brewer, commits his 3rd foul. So he went from the first minute of the game to the 2nd minute of the 3rd quarter between fouls.
We talked at halftime about Rudy being mentally into this game, and I think the defensive end is where it shows. Those 2 blocks. I think he's on top of his game tonight.
Conley rakes it away from Lawson. Fights his way through and draws contact and will go to the free throw line.
Had a great interview Rob Fisher did with Mike Conley before the game in our Grizzlies Live pregame show, and he had a great line, which was, it's really going to be hard tonight, and he knew it. And this is what you call responding to the challenge. Mike Conley, 9 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Really, really playing well. Now, Lawson's a good player. He's got 8 points, 3 assists. You match a guy like Lawson, and it's up. I mean, that's an up for us because we've got better guys at other spots. They're counting on Lawson for 15-plus points. Mike Conley doing a great job tonight, but he knew he was in for a battle.
Mike makes both free throws. This game tonight circles back to a comment that Grizzlies owner Michael Heisley made about 3 years ago. He said, I want FedEx Forum to be a place where teams come in. It's not going to be easy.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of grinding. It's going to be tough physical play, and we are going to defend you to the very last second. 3-point make by Brewer. And that's what this Grizzlies team has become. It has become, instead of a wide-open run-and-gun show, it has become a much tougher defensive team. And really, I think, Sean, they've taken on the personality of Lionel Hollins.
Well, I think no doubt. He got held.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on
a
now,
hold.
Ralph.
Holy cow. Rudy was clearly held on the play, and there was no whistle.
I think you and I are the only 2 mad, so maybe we'll just be quiet.
Brewer steps back, another 3 in the air, and another make. Brewer, 36% from beyond the arc, tied his career high with 5 steals on Wednesday at Dallas. Rudy against Brewer. Alley opens for Rudy, throws it up wildly, was looking for a foul call, got nothing. Aflalo's on the other side of the floor, but Brewer's hit a couple of threes. Brewer will try again from 3 and make again. 3 straight threes for Corey Brewer. And just like that, Brewer has his first 9 points of the game, and it is a 66-52 game. Denver, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc until Brewer hit 3 in a row. Well, you can make your own luck and make your own pack. Choose any 5 games with prices starting at just $12 per game in the terrace level or $60 per game in the plaza level. Each order includes a free Grizzlies headband. Call 901-888-HOOP or go online at Grizzlies.com. Gasol to the fadeaway. Missed it. Spates after Harrington mishandled.
There was .2 on the shot clock because Mark's shot never touched the rim. Big play by Spates, picking up the loose ball, getting a bucket.
Now Spates on the verge of a second consecutive double-double. He's got 9 and 9. Meanwhile, Corey Brewer lurks on the left side of the floor. He wants the ball. Aflalo on the pitch out.
Charge
and
him.
we got an offensive foul underneath.
I mean, okay, both ends of the court. Mo Spates, now, he's not going 20 and 18, but let me tell you, this is some good basketball he's going on. Watch this. Stop. There's the charge. Good call by the refs. Great game by Mo Spates. 9 points, 9 rebounds.
He's going to set a career high in charges taken this year in a shortened season. Grizzlies by 16. Conley circles baseline. Gasol got a follow in the air, and then Mark with a takedown. Mark felt he was fouled.
Felt he was fouled.
Lionel Hollins not real thrilled with a couple of calls here. 68-52. Brewer struggled, only 3 for 15 against Dallas, got his championship ring. Lawson to the reverse.
Well, we gotta bear back down now. Denver with those 9 straight points got themselves right back in the game.
Tony Allen with a deep 2. Yes. Conley rings up his 5th assist. Lawson down the middle. Lawson with a dozen. He is the Nuggets' high scorer, the only one in double figures. Rudy wants to post up against Brewer, 7 to shoot. Mozgov runs at him, and Rudy goes right to the rack. And Brewer blocked it, and then a foul called on Rudy Gay. First on Rudy, 3rd team foul. Denver has hit their last 5 shots, including 3 threes by Brewer after starting 0 for 4. You'll remember George Karl took an early timeout in this quarter after the Grizzlies went up 23. Lawson dribble penetration, Brewer another 3, in again. Well, and now you've got Denver really in the ballgame because their reserves believe they can win this thing, 70-59. Brewer with 12, all in the quarter. Looking a little bit like former Nugget J.R. Smith. Gasol pulls off the bad miss, is fouled by Mozgov, and will go to the free throw line.
Good job by Mark. Spates likes that shot, but he doesn't like it when it's contested. And I think he thought he was going to be more open. All of a sudden he looked up and there was a hand in his face. It was wide right, but Mark saw the ball in flight, took a chance that it was going to the right. 50-50. It's going to go, if you're dead on to the rim, it's got to go one way or the other. He guessed right, and that's why he got the rebound.
Mark hits the free throw. A footnote on the Denver Nuggets shooting the 3 ball. They have had double-digit threes in 6 games this year, and they've won all 6. They're at 5 for 10.
Well, Rudy now cannot help out, meaning that's his man, Brewer. And that's what Rudy just said. He said, look, I'm not helping. I'm not leaving this guy. He's not scoring again. So let's see if he can shut him down.
Lawson sees a crowd. Mozgov with a turnaround. Off the heel. Rebound Rudy Gay. Grizzlies looking to run. Brewer lurking behind Rudy. Spates with a drive. Blocked by Mozgov. And the ball picked up by Lawson. A look ahead for Brewer. He'll try for three again. And a foul. A loose ball foul on Harrington, his third.
Good rebound, though, by Tony. That basketball went so long. Watch, he goes and catches it on the bounce. You know, some people can and can't rebound. And you always go, well, certainly you can teach them how to rebound. I don't think so. I mean, it's something that you react to the basketball. You guess where it's going to go. You got to want to do it. And then you got to have some sort of pride when it happens. And I think Tony takes a lot of it. You know, much like Zach, they both rebound by position, not necessarily by the fact they're jumping over everybody. They're both good athletes, but they really use their head when they rebound.
Brewer has hit 4 of 5 from 3. That ties his career high for three-point makes in a game. And he's pulled the Nuggets within 13. Conley's got an alley, then reverses home.
Well, Grizzlies up 15. Make a stop, get a bucket, and you've kind of answered the 4 threes by Brewer.
Mozgov comes out. Birdman is in. Harrington thought about the three, forced inside the line. Pass deflected by Gasol. Anderson had it knocked from his grasp. It'll stay with Denver, 11 to shoot.
Watch Mike use the rim here as his defender. Little guys at home, big guys want to block the shot. Make them hit their head on the rim. Good job by Mike.
11 on the clock. A follow against O.J. Mayo, who came in for Tony Allen.
Good
a
defense.
Follow. Double
That's great
spin.
defense, Pete.
And a rebound.
That had no
Gasol.
chance. He had him on every dribble. Aflalo had to shoot a spin turnaround from 19. Nobody makes that shot. Good job by Juice coming in for defense.
OJ's defensive intensity has been much better this year, and his focus on that aspect of his game, I think, has been much better. Rudy against Brewer. Takes him inside, waits him out. Brewer flashing underneath. Lawson got to the cup. Grizzlies were thinking Anderson touched it in the cylinder. Lawson with 14 and 5 assists. 6 in the quarter, but the star for Denver is Brewer with 4 threes. Can Mayo answer? Long, rebound Gasol. Took it away, no look pass, Conley, yes, and a foul.
You know, I get accused of being Mark's, like, you know, PR director, because I used to think I'd have to convince people how good he was, because, you know, he's Powell's little brother. Let me tell you, folks, that's as good as you'll see in any arena in the NBA, and he's here. He's here for a long time.
Well, and with that rebound and assist, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, trying to do the triple-double trick.
Powell got him one of those.
He did. I remember a night in Seattle he got a triple-double. Conley converts the three-point play.
Seattle. Seattle.
But Powell had 2 in his Memphis years. Statistician Rich Robb confirms for us. Lawson bulls his way inside. Anderson lost it. Saved by Conley. Dante Cunningham in for Spates. Also in on the play. Rudy Gay, skip pass. Mayo, a clean look from 3. Around and off. Gasol, a rebound.
Now we got a mismatch if Cunningham can get back.
Mayo trying to cross over, pitches it out. Rudy, good stop against Brewer, but then airmailed it. Had a good thought, made a hard offensive move, and Brewer lost Rudy. Brewer, yes, in the foul. An old-fashioned three-point play. Brewer with 14 and a chance to get to 15 all in this quarter. Foul called on Rudy, his second. Everybody thought there was a timeout, but one was taken earlier in the quarter, so no timeout at the moment.
Well, the Grizzlies have had some nice assists. That's a nice assist right there. Brewers, what a quarter. I mean, he was a non-factor, Pete. He wasn't even going to have his name in the newspaper because he hadn't registered. What a third quarter he's had. Now, that's nice. Grizzlies are still up 13, when a guy has a career quarter. So that's why when you get a lead, you got to keep building, because the NBA, somebody's going to put a run at you, and you just got to get a big enough margin. When they do, you still keep it double digits.
Brewer and Lawson have all 21 points by the Nuggets in the quarter. Gasol against Anderson, feels the bump, and Anderson will get called for the foul. Nuggets will go over the foul limit. Anderson arguing the point. Mark was lobbying for a two-shot foul. It doesn't matter because Denver commits its fifth with that one by Chris Anderson. 2-year suspension mandated by the league for substance abuse. Has turned his life around. He's been very active in charity work. In fact, runs a scholarship fund that allows low-income children to have the opportunity to attend private schools if they wish. Gasol converts the free throw, and the Grizzlies back home tomorrow night. They'll play host to Monte Ellis, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors. The first 5,000 fans through the door get a Grizzlies hard hat courtesy of the Mid-South Chevy dealers. Tickets on sale now at the FedEx Forum box office, Ticketmaster.com, Grizzlies.com, or you can order by phone at 901-888-HOOP. We want to see you here tomorrow night in your hard hat. Grizzlies call for time. 78-64, 2:41 remaining in the third. It has been a third quarter filled with three-point theatrics by Corey Brewer, but the Grizzlies still a double-digit lead. Watch video recaps online after every game. Check out the Grizzlies team page on FoxSportsTennessee.com. Grizzlies have led from the jump. We've had one tie. Grizzlies have led it by as many as 23.
I think this is a big 2-minute and 41. I'm big, Pete, as you know, on not necessarily the last 40 seconds of a game wins and loses a game. I think this 2:41 may be that time which wins and loses this game. You go, why? You're up 14. Well, are you going to end up 18 or are you going to end up 9? I think that goes a long ways whether you're going to put this game away or not. This 2:41 could make that fourth quarter interesting, or it can make it to where all we have to do is play solid basketball to win. Got to make free throws. Grizzlies going to be on the free throw line every foul. But I think, as you said, you got to keep an eye on Brewer right now because he's proven to me that he's hot. Grizzlies go 2-3. They really got to watch him now, Pete. There's your 2-3 zone.
Fareed checks in for the Denver Nuggets. Andre Miller in the backcourt along with Lawson. There's Brewer again.
Did I just not? Should I have called the timeout? Look, the guy's made 5 in a row. After 3, he convinced me.
Yeah. 18 points in the quarter for Corey Brewer, who averages 8.5 a game. Gasol's wide open. That's going to be short, and there was nobody underneath to rebound the basketball. Fareed. Brewer on the pickup. Flips it up, off, rebound Gasol, his 12th.
No numbers. Good job by OJ.
Guess the key is that Brewer shoot twos.
He's made all his threes.
Gasol backing down against Anderson, 7 to shoot. No double team yet. Mark spins baseline, draws contact from Anderson, and will go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, where Brewer has frustrated Rudy, and I love the substitution, coach getting Rudy out. Let him clear his mind. He's playing too good right now for him to worry about what's going on in the court. Mark's doing the same to Anderson. I mean, Birdman right now is not happy. Mark's kind of getting his spot wherever he wants to go, and he's getting to the free throw line making free throws.
Corey Brewer, a career-high 5 3-point makes, all in the quarter. We've seen J.R. Smith. I seem to remember a 7 3-point make quarter. Here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith making his decision, coming back from China.
He's back.
The New York Knicks. Glad he's in the Eastern Conference.
Does he immediately go into somebody's doghouse even though he hadn't been here?
I don't
know.
Just
to kind of make him feel at home?
I don't know that Mike D'Antoni has a doghouse.
Well, if he does, JR's headed there because he just kind of likes it there to start off.
Well, Brewer's 18 points is the most anyone has scored against the Grizzlies in a single quarter. You'll remember that Kevin Durant had 16 in that fourth quarter comeback win for the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Miller, hesitation move. Tony Allen, good defense, got the block. Cunningham ignites the break, 2-on-1. Juice to the cup with a right-handed hammer.
Boy, OJ turned on the Jets, didn't he? What a great defensive play by Tony Allen. Started it all.
Mayo's first bucket of the second half. Gets the crowd excited again. Fareed responds with a dunk of his own. 83-69. Rudy Fernandez has come on. Gasol against Anderson. Anderson swipes at it. Gasol one-handed, hook, no. Rebound Fareed. Numbers. Brewer beyond the arc, but couldn't handle it cleanly. Anderson. Eight difference, shot clock to game clock. It was a 17-point lead at halftime, but Corey Brewer with 5 threes in the quarter, 18 overall here in the third. Offensive 3-second call on the Grizzlies. Spates and Pargo come in with 10.8.
Well, Pete, with 2:41 left, I said it could be an 18 or a 9-point lead. Where is it going to go? You had a three-pointer here, and it's at 9.
Yeah, and you're definitely in the danger zone the way Brewer is shooting the ball.
Exactly. It's a big possession.
Lawson dribble penetration. Fareed, good defense, but tapped it in. 1.7. Pargo, good if it goes. Off the side of the board. Ty Lawson got that last tip. Lawson and Brewer, I believe, had all the points except for 2 when Fareed had that dunk. And it's a 10-point game. They had all but 4 points, I beg your pardon, in that third quarter. Well, what was a comfortable margin for the Grizzlies is considerably less so with 12 minutes to play. Trying to make it 3 in a row over Denver in Memphis, and 3-0 or 3 straight victories and 5 of their last 6, but Denver has made things considerably interesting with Corey Brewer, 18 points in the third quarter. Rudy Gay didn't score in the third. Plenty of contact. Blocked by Anderson. Leak out opportunity. Jeremy Pargo tries to save but cannot. It is Denver's ball. Denver 2-10 when trailing after 3 quarters. The Grizzlies are 11-2 when leading after 3. Brewer, Miller, Fareed, Fernandez, and Anderson. Fareed. Anderson tips. 8-point game, 83-75.
All the hustle plays and all the assists that we've had up until now have now transferred over to Denver. Denver's getting all the loose balls, all the 50-50 balls.
Mayo with a baseline drive, double clutches. Anderson the rebound. Well, for a team that's been short on bigs, Fareed, loose ball foul going to be called on Fareed.
Great job.
Yeah, Tony Allen lobbied for that call. Had better position than did Fareed.
I tell you, this guy, Fareed.
You wonder why he's only played in 10 games.
Well, let me tell you what, put him on my team. He's going to play more than 10 games. Athletic, strong, has a knack for the basketball, can't shoot a lick. But there's a lot of guys in the NBA making a lot of money doing some really good things with that exact formula.
Mayo, Tony Allen had it taken away. Brewer on a run out. And the Grizzlies need a timeout. It's a 6-point game. From 23 down, the Nuggets are within 6. If you stepped away from your television for a little bit, it's a correct score. 83-77 Nuggets within 6. Corey Brewer with 20, all in the second half. In a battle now, 83-77. Our Southwest Tennessee Community College game summary. Both teams 48%. See the three-point shooting pretty much even, but fast break points, Grizzlies 21-8, but Corey Brewer with 20 points all in the second half. And the majority of those coming after the Grizzlies went up 23. And Marcus all flirting with a triple-double.
And we've got to get Rudy back going. He has not made a basket second half, and he was playing so well first half.
Scoreless in the second half. Rudy Gay has 14. Pargo. Now Rudy has to dance high for that one. 4 to shoot. Pargo got to crank up a three and put it in. Holy cow. Jeremy Pargo shooting 21% from three on 4 for 19, makes his 5th of the season.
That won't be on any highlight show, but it's still a three.
Pargo hounding Miller. Fareed missed the dunk but got the follow. Grizzlies have no answer for Kenneth Fareed, the rookie out of Morehead State. He's got 10 points and 8 rebounds. He has not had a double-double. His career high is 13 points. Spates comes to set the screen. Pargo down the lane, double clutches it up and in. Jeremy Pargo, a look ahead. Brewer. Grizzlies sleeping defensively. Well, now the Grizzlies scoring, but they can't get stops. Pargo draws a double team. Spates has to go retrieve. 5 seconds. Tony Allen will step back. Shot clock about to expire, and Tony did not shoot the ball. Holy cow. Tony Allen had a clean look from three and passed on the shot, and the Grizzlies turn it over. Marc Gasol getting ready to return.
All the momentum's on Denver's bench right now. The Grizzlies are kind of looking at each other, trying to find somebody to take the lead. Somebody's going to have to step up.
Fernandez with an off-balance three, around and off, cleared up by Spates, his 10th rebound of the night.
You got to believe Corey Brewer's getting tired.
And Pargo, with the dribble penetration, draws a Denver foul from Andre Miller. His second. With Rob Fisher and Sean Toohey, I'm Pete Pranica. Grizzlies led it by 23 in the third. They are up just 7. They have never trailed as we send it over to Rob Fisher.
That last time out, Lionel Hollins getting on the team pretty good. He said, hey, it's time to defend. That's how we got our lead. That's what we need to get back to. He said, we've played too hard tonight to just give this game away. The Grizzlies in that third quarter allowing 12 of 23 field goals from the Nuggets, 5 of 7 from three.
Well, here's what happens. Your team makes a run, a great run like Denver has. Pete, if you can slap it back on them and get that lead back up to 13 or 14, well, then they throw it in. Because they said, we've done all we could. We've gained our best run. So these next couple possessions are big. If the Grizzlies can get a bucket hold, you still can blow this team away.
And Mike Conley with a miss, because Denver has had to expend a tremendous amount of energy to come from 23 down. And how many times have you seen a team get close, but they can't get over the hump? Ty Lawson has returned for Denver. He's out there with Miller, Fareed, Fernandez, and Anderson. Andre Miller doubled. Fareed swings a hook and puts it in. Kenneth Fareed has recorded 12 points. Five-point game. Rudy Gay needs to get on track. Tony Allen, mid-range jumper, going glass. Tony Allen, 90-83. And another look ahead, and O.J. Mayo knocked it off of Fareed, and the Grizzlies will get it back.
Well, Fareed's strength that time worked against him. He's so strong he didn't let go of the basketball. It's a nice little hook by the rookie, huh?
Not bad.
Nice pass here by Rudy. Watch Tony go glass. Nice job. Good hustle by O.J. Fareed's so strong he knocked the ball loose, but he held on to it, but didn't have anywhere to go. He's already out of bounds.
Conley, Gay, Gasol, Cunningham, and Mayo. Dante sets the screen for Conley. Mark another screen. Rudy with 5 to shoot. Being guarded by Fareed. Takes him off the bounce. A foul call. Now, will they give him shots? I don't think Bill Kennedy is going to give free throws on this. Bill Kennedy says it's on the jump stop.
No, it's not. It's on the shot.
I would agree with you.
I'm not sure it was a foul.
Well, but you know what they called Lawson, and Lawson had the contact before.
Okay, there you go. Good call, Petey.
So if you call the second foul, it's shots, but the first foul was called on Lawson. Nuggets 3 team fouls. Grizzlies have yet to commit one. Gasol tried to go to Mayo. It's one of the Grizzlies' best plays and most effective, but Denver forced a turnover, and Fareed, a new career high of 14. Fareed had 12 Wednesday at Dallas. He is appearing in just his 11th game. No Danilo Gallinari, no Nene. But Kenneth Fareed, the rookie out of Morehouse State, has the Nuggets within 5. Gasol against Anderson. Anderson has defended him well. Gasol's hook, short. Rebound, out of bounds. Oh, that appeared to be off of Denver, but possession awarded to the Nuggets. Denver has been a very good road team. Anderson with the drive. Lost it, got it back. Shot clock at 7. Miller tapped away by Mayo. Grizzlies with a potential run out and Fernandez with a body block. That's 4 team fouls on the Nuggets. So the Grizzlies will shoot 1 plus the penalty the rest of the way.
Oh, good defensive stand by the Grizzlies. Good pass by Mark. Actually, a pretty good play here by Rudy Fernandez, because that would have been a layup. So he stopped the layup. Grizzlies still have the basketball.
Conley. Long rebound. Gasol kept it alive. Fareed has it. Fernandez thought about the 3. Rudy hounding him. Fernandez wants that 3. And Anderson. And right now, Anderson and Fareed are making all the effort plays for Denver. Marc Gasol with the push. And a 2-shot foul for the Birdman. That 23-point lead was early third quarter, but it feels a century ago. KFC Bucket Chart presented by your neighborhood KFC. O.J. Mayo, 50% from the floor tonight, including 3 from beyond the arc. And 17 points for Mayo. Didn't shoot it well in New Jersey, just 2 for 12, but he has done a much better job here tonight.
Well, the last time we played Denver, O.J. carried the bench really to what ended up being a victory for the Grizzlies because he had so many of his points late in the game.
14 of his 18 came in the fourth quarter and overtime. Grizzlies trailed much of the last meeting on January 31st, pulled it out in overtime. Anderson to the line where he is 63.5%. So Mozgov limited minutes. Kufas started ineffective. Anderson and Fareed have been huge on the front line for Denver.
That's a 63% free throw shooter.
I'm just repeating stats.
Petey, the next time you're wrong will be your first, but I want you to double check that one.
Now Corey Brewer's back in, and I can tell you that he has a game-high 22. (90-86). Grizzlies shooting just 37% in the second half. Nuggets are at 55%. Conley trying to break down Lawson. 10 to shoot. Tony Allen given room by Andre Miller. TA for 3. And a run out. Brewer. Andre Miller on a post-up against Mike Conley. Lob. And a foul called. Spates called for the foul. Non-shooting, says Mark Lindsay. Third foul on him. Tony Allen also has 3. 16 on the clock. Brewer, Lawson, Miller, Fareed, and Anderson for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, if I'm Denver, I'm going to find out if Brewer's still hot somehow.
Lawson nowhere to go in the lane. Miller got Tony Allen in the air, has to double clutch. No. Anderson offensive rebound, nowhere to go. Throw out to Miller. He'll line up a 3 and put it in. 1-point game, 90-89. Well, one of the keys to the game, defend the 3-point line. Nuggets average 6.5 threes. They've made 7. Crowd rises to its feet. All but 1 point of the 23-point lead gone. Conley works baseline, crashes into Miller, finds Tony Allen underneath, but the Grizzlies were out of bounds. Grizzlies have lost 22 points on their turnovers, and Denver a chance for its first lead of the night. Grizzlies with 4 turnovers in the quarter. Lawson, a step back for the lead. Rebound tapped in by Brewer. He's doing everything. Denver's first lead of the night. Shot clock down to 6. Conley trying to make his way. Spates on the drive, the spin in traffic, yes, and the foul. Oh, what a big bucket by Maurice Spates.
Pete, in the second half, especially fourth quarter, I don't know if I remember the Grizzlies getting a shot off before 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Denver really has done something to slow us down pace-wise and then slow us down in the half-court offense. A lot of our shots are 4 shots at the shot clock end. That one included, but what a great shot by Mo.
Back-to-back double-doubles for Spates. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Grizzlies lead by 2. Denver blown out Wednesday night in Dallas, trailed by as many as 31, never led. But it's been this guy, Corey Brewer, finds Anderson underneath. Fareed. And Kenneth Fareed is just getting fantastic position under the bucket and finishing. Fareed, a career-high 16 and 10 rebounds, his first NBA double-double. And the Grizzlies standing and not moving the ball or themselves. Shot clock already at 8. Offensive foul.
Well, let's see if there's contact or there's, oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, there's no question. Yeah. When he bends his knees and jumps backward, that would be a flop. Third foul on Gasol. Nuggets again look for the lead. Lawson works baseline. Trailing pass for Anderson. No. 2-on-1. Conley finds Tony Allen for the dunk. And that ignites the crowd and gives the Grizzlies the lead at 95-93.
Been a long time since we've had a defensive play lead to a bucket.
Lawson turns the corner, drives the lane, finds Fareed underneath, blocked by Gasol. A throw out. Oh! Tony Allen and Mike Conley miss connections, and a golden opportunity goes wanting by the Grizzlies. They got the stop, but could not control it. Timeout taken by the Nuggets. 2:48 remaining. Grizzlies lead it on the Tony Allen dunk. Denver in possession of the ball with 2:48 remaining in regulation. Well, this February, NASCAR's best converge at the Daytona International Speedway for NASCAR's biggest race. Defending series champion Tony Stewart and rookie Danica Patrick highlight a full field of drivers looking to take home auto racing's ultimate prize. Fox Sports is proud to provide exclusive coverage of the Great American Race with the 54th running of the Daytona 500, February the 26th only on Fox. The largest blown lead in Grizzlies history is 23. If the Grizzlies lose this, we'd have a tie. That was in 2003 to the Lakers. Lawson works against Conley, pump fakes, banked it in, tied at 95. Lawson with 18. Gay, Spates, Gasol, Allen, and Conley, the 5 for the Grizzlies. Brewer, Lawson, Miller, Fareed, and Anderson. Rudy against Brewer, 5 to shoot. Backs him down, still backing, turns, guns, and got it. First points of the half for Rudy Gay, 16 on the night.
Well, Lawson right now thinks he's got an advantage over Mike Conley as long as he keeps his dribble. You're going to see him occupy the ball a lot. See, he's going back and forth, back and forth.
Shot clock down to 9. Lawson, the pitch out. Andre Miller for three. Put it in. Andre Miller is 28.5% from three. And Denver has made 8 threes on the night, 7 in the second half. And they have the lead back at 98-97. Shot clock down to 10. Rudy pops out. Got the step on Brewer. Banked it in. Grizzlies lead at 99-98.
Well, we've got to contain Lawson. Even if it comes off of Anderson, I think Marc Gasol's got to play a lot more into this possession.
High screen by Anderson. Throwback Fareed. Goes to the drive, the spin, and gives Denver the lead back. Kenneth Fareed, the game of his NBA life, 18-10. Denver now out shooting Memphis 50.6% to 50%. 60 seconds remain. Rudy wants it on the come around. Gets to the rim, puts it up and off, but will go to the free throw line. Very nearly a three-point chance for Rudy Gay.
Well, Rudy's picked a fine time to re-engage. This is a nice fall away. It's his first basket second half. Well, he comes right back next possession. Nice bank shot, and then the next possession is where we are, Pete. He does a nice wraparound, gets to the foul line for 2 free throws. He's only 1 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, free throw shooting has been a mixed bag for Rudy this year at 75%. He had 20 in the first meeting with 13 rebounds. He's got 19. Spates comes out. Dante Cunningham is in with 56 seconds remaining.
Probably 3 possessions left in this game, so that means Denver will have 2 and we'll have 1. We've got to make 2 stops to Denver's 1 stop.
Denver 0-2 in one possession games. The Grizzlies are 2-2 in games decided by 3 or fewer. Rudy for the lead.
Last 6 points. That's a nice job by Rudy stepping up.
Denver has a full and a 20. The Grizzlies a full and 2 20s. Grizzlies have a foul to give. Crowd on its feet. Lawson works underneath. Miller for 3 off the side of the board. Got his own miss. Gasol claims the rebound. Conley trying to work away from double team. Stolen by Miller. Blocked by Gasol, but finished by Brewer, and the Nuggets have the lead back 102-101. Timeout taken by the Grizzlies, 24.6. Grizzlies got multiple stops, but eventually Corey Brewer, 26 points, all in the second half. Leadership, and tonight Marc Gasol, 2 assists shy of a triple-double, 16-14 with 8 assists, his 15th double-double of the season. Got the Grizzlies going early offensively with assists. Mark had 5 helpers just in the first quarter alone. Mayo comes in. Tony Allen will go out.
Problem was OJ wasn't in the huddle because he wasn't in the game. I mean, he was in the huddle, but he wasn't part of the play. And so Tony had to turn around and tell OJ what play we were running. So now he's on par with everybody else.
Gay, Conley, Cunningham, Gasol, and Mayo. Grizzlies down 1, about a second and a half difference. Shot clock to game clock. Actually 0.6 of a second to be precise. Conley tracked by Lawson. They get it to Rudy. 6 to shoot. Rudy, baseline move for the lead. No. Tipped in by Cunningham with 0.2 of a second. Timeout Denver.
Well, Rudy did a nice job, Pete, of occupying 2 players. That left Dante open. You know, you look out there and you go, okay, why did Coach put in Dante Cunningham right there? Well, I can tell you why.
The rebound.
Exactly.
Well, now the clock is at .2. No catch and shoot, but the only thing that will count will be a lob.
Right.
All right? And there is no review on this because a lob by rule is 2/10 or less. So if they tip this in, game over. So you have to defend the lob. That's the only play that Denver has in its book right now.
It doesn't matter. The Grizzlies do have a foul to give, but you can't give it because it's got to be on a shot. So you don't want to use it. Well, who's going to get the lob? They got to go to Curry, I guess.
Tomorrow night, Grizzlies take on Monte Ellis, Steph Curry, and the Warriors. First 5,000 fans, a Grizzlies hard catch courtesy of the Mid-South Chevy dealers. FedEx Forum, box office, Ticketmaster, Grizzlies.com, or 901-888-HOOP. Nuggets with Brewer, Lawson, Miller, Fareed, and the Birdman, Chris Anderson. Gay, Gasol, Conley, Mayo, and Cunningham to guard.
I think it's going to Brewer with the lob back door. He's got a little bit of a height advantage on Tony.
Miller will throw it. A high lob is all that works here.
They tried to
And
go
they'll
to
call a
Fareed.
timeout. Yeah, and that's the last stoppage that Denver has.
Grizzlies stayed in the paint. 3 of our defenders stayed in the paint because, as you said, all there is a lob and a tip. Well, I'd put all 5 guys in the paint. And I'd put the biggest guy in the gym on the basketball.
That would be Hamed Haddadi.
Well, look who they just tore off his uniform.
Yeah, Hamed's going to come into the ball game, and Lionel Hollins has just told him that he needs to harass the inbounds pass.
Well, I think he's going to stand inside the lane. No, you're right and I'm wrong.
Haddadi comes in for Mayo, and referee Mark Lindsay reminding Hamed he can only go straight up, can't lean into Andre Miller. 0.2 of a second, Grizzlies lead it by 1. Here's the game. Miller looks, tipped away, Grizzlies win!
What a play by Dante Cunningham. Absolutely an unbelievable play by a guy we never saw coming. It was Rudy from the corner. How many times have we seen Rudy make that shot?
Well, the shot by Rudy that missed looked very much like the shot he made over LeBron James last year. Grizzlies have now won 3 in a row. They clinched the season series over Denver and moved to 7th in the West. 17-14 on the year after blowing a 23-point second half lead. And this was a wild ball game because it was the unusual suspects who made the key plays, including Rob's guest, Dante Cunningham.
Dante, you made the big play. Get the winning shot. Talk about the play, what it was designed, what you were trying to do.
Just crashed the board. It was designed to go to Rudy. Rudy take the shot, and everybody just crashed the board, and it just happened to fall in the right place at the right time.
It's a matter of being in the right spot, right time, but also when you get the opportunity, guys taking advantage of it. You had 2 points before that basket, but you come in and find the ball.
You know, everything else before that really doesn't matter anymore. You know, it all comes down to that last play, and you got to get it done.
The 23-point lead doesn't matter anymore either. They made it very difficult on you guys. What did they do to get themselves right back in position?
You know, they continue to play. They played hard the whole time, and you know, you got to take your hats off to that. And they didn't quit when they were down. So you know, we just got to, as a team, we got to win better and learn to contain the lead.
But right now with this schedule and the way things are going, you'll take a win any way you can get it.
We can take a win all day, any way we get it.
I get it tomorrow. Congratulations, Dante.
Thank you.
Dante Cunningham with 4 points and the biggest bucket of the night. A game winner for Dante Cunningham. Take another look. Fareed did a lot of good things, but he did not screen out Dante Cunningham. Grizzlies win it 103-102.